Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of The Sword of Cnut by Griff Hosker, narrated by Marston. Prologue. The battle with the Mercians had cost me dear. I had lost one of my hearth-veru, Faramir. After we had buried him, we began our lives again. He was the only warrior we had lost when the Mercians had attacked my home, Norton, but it had been a grievous loss. Such men were irreplaceable. The cost was necessary, for this was my home and we had been forced to defend it. My wife, Mary, had been more than happy to return to her home, for Eärhon had been a foreign land to her. Now that she was back and endured the attacks of our enemies, she knew that a life of peace did not await her. However, it was in her Christian nature to accept her lot, and she resigned herself to a life of danger. Now, living in the place of her birth, she threw herself into making our new home at Norton both happy and prosperous. My eldest son, Stianne, was now Hersir of Eärhon. He had not come with us across the sea. Bersi, my second son, had grown into a warrior. He was not yet old enough for the shield wall, but he had led the boys and youths of Norton in our battle against the Scots and the Mercians. He was a leader, and would be the heir to Norton. Gunhilda, my daughter, was now of an age to be married, and already young men were seeking her favour. They were all wary of me, for I was an important lord who was close to the King of England, Cnut. I smiled at some of the devious ways they sought to catch her eye. She enjoyed toying with them, much as a cat does with a mouse. As for me, I now had only one of my hearth-veru left, Gandalfr. He was, as I was, getting older. We both had grey hairs and the scars of battle on our bodies, but we both had more skills on the battlefield than any other warrior within 100 miles. The two of us now trained and organized the men who would fight under my banner, the banner with the Oathsword sewn by my wife and her women upon it. The men who would fight for me all lived within 10 miles of my home, but that still meant a trek to train. Now that we had a priest and a church, I used Sunday as my training day. They came for the service, and then, while my wife held a sort of court with the wives, I would train with the men. We provided food, and it strengthened the bonds we had begun to build in the battle we had just won. We had...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?